They're changing my voice. This video is extremely important. Please watch it through and take notes. So I went to Santa Cruz maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I recorded the video and I uploaded it maybe a few days later, maybe not, because I went on a trip for 6 days, because my car doesn't allow me to go to Santa Cruz. I had to rent a car, and I went to Santa Cruz, Oakland, San Jose, Gilroy, various places, right? And I live in Morgan Hill, which is right by San Jose. And I made a bunch of important videos about God. And I have a top martial arts challenge that I've had for over 11 years. And it proves that I'm logically the top martial artist ever possible, because I've won up to everyone else. And because of tech, breeding, cheating, and generational ill-gotten gains, no one will ever be able to beat me fair and square. I've struck at world record speed. I have videos to that effect as well. And so Marshall is marital scrambled as a marriage, and Christ is the bridegroom. Bethlehem, right, has the word belt scrambled into it. See Isaiah 11:5. What's important about this video is that I bring up the waves. I want to keep this video short for many reasons. I have trouble uploading videos. I'm targeted. Let's just keep this short. I talk about the waves crashing on the beach. And around that time, I talk about, I ask the question, what does it mean? Right? What do the waves mean? What does the primitive man think that the waves mean? What does the cloud mean? What was the sun? Right? Why is the sky blue? Well, the sun reflects off the water and the sky's blue is what we're told, right? There's a connection between the morning sun and the sun reflecting off the clouds and coming through the clouds. There's a connection between the sun and lightning, and lightning bolts and thunder. There's a connection between martial art, keying up, right? Then they say hiya, but they say it in various ways, and striking. And of course I say it my own way. There's a connection between these things. In fact, you're told that the name of God, which I don't agree with, mind you, is Yahweh, which is actually the name of a pagan deity from the Middle East that had a power struggle with other pagan deities like Baal in the Middle East. And, as they say, history is written by the winners, and so on and so forth. And we see that Yahweh is shortened to Yah, right? You get high Yah when you're striking, right? Again, martial is marital scramble. Christ is the bridegroom. Righteousness and faithfulness are the belt and sash in Isaiah 11:5. In the word champion, you have the word ham scrambled in there. Amos 9:7. Are you not the same as the Cushites unto me, O children of Israel? You know them by their fruit and not their flesh. The kingdom of heaven is taken away from the Jews in the story and given to someone who will perform its fruits, right? The Lord is a warrior, the top martial artist ever possible, and you should be able to put the rest together from there. But Psalm 19 is very helpful, where the champion is also said to be the bridegroom, and the sun symbolizes the champion. So that's why the government and the churches and whoever's doing it chose me when whatever happened with whatever technologies, happened, right? When the waves crashed on the dock. On the wharf. And the wharf is a play on words for war F, right? The bridegroom versus a bunch of guys talking about sex, drugs, and rock and roll in every group that you can imagine. And some of them don't want me to name them, but I have to name them because it's the right thing to do, especially when you say don't name them, right? So the military tends to say rock and roll. Rock and roll refers to when the spirit of Satan comes into somebody, they're said to rock and roll, to rock back and forth. Look it up. It's also on the YouTube where I came across this idea, and it turns out that they were right when I put it to further scrutiny and upon further examination. So we see that it's all throughout popular culture. There's millions of people into rock and roll, and it's more than just rock and roll. It's also rap. Rap is a play on words for rape. It's classical has to do with conservatism, right? Conserving Satanism. Satan is said to be the god of this world, and those who want to conserve the ways of the world are Satanists. And I'm sure in recent history you see that, right? The government's said to be corrupt as hell, right? All the political parties that make up the government are corrupt as hell. And the Republican Party is one of them. A Republican is said to be a tax collector, and the tax collector, were hated by the Christians, right? They, at one point it says if they don't repent, right, treat them like a tax collector or a pagan.